are you looking for personally?
Sure. Well, my background is kind of a smattering of old and new. Started out just English major, freelance writer, writing for magazines, lots of print, and along the way, I was in San Francisco in 1999. So, that pretty much means you're going to get an online job. So I did, and that kind of made me realize that this was probably the way I was going to be going. There was so much more that I could do with online. From there, I ended up at the George Lucas Educational Foundation, and they do a ton of digital storytelling, which I really had a lot of fun with. Came to MSN. It's not exactly what I do in my day-to-day, but I think that I'm at the point where probably about 20 years ago, I would have gotten a master's in, say, English literature. This makes a lot more sense to me, and it seems like a lot more, it's a lot more relevant.
And you can do it and keep your job at the same time.
Well, this is nice too.
So, how about you? You can also give your name again if just introduce yourself.
I'm Peter Lux. I'm a health and fitness producer. The question of online for me never really came up because my first job was in online marketing, and I did that for 4 years. Then I went off. I actually went back to print publishing and published an environmental newsletter, which was ahead of the curve because now it's taking off. It should have taken off when we were publishing. But it was an interesting experience because it made me realize that it's never a good idea to go back. It's always a good idea to go forward, and we should have done it online. But that's a different story. I also ran some environmental documentary film festivals at the same time. It was a lot of fun.
So you've always been ahead of the curve, it sounds like.
Well, I tried to be. But then, I ended up at MSN. I've been at Health and Fitness for almost 2 years now. And I kind of feel like I've always been kind of learning on the job. And I think that's partially the nature of being online. It's like you have to kind of invent things as you go. But I feel like maybe this is a good time to step back and kind of look at things more from a broader perspective, and get kind of a more structured kind of education around what I've been doing all along, and I think it will be really helpful going forward.
That's good, because that's exactly what the program strives to do, so I'll explain to that in a bit. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Bill?